All right, y'all, welcome to the show. In just a second, Democrats absolutely need to stop begging Elon Musk to become one of them again. I'll have a lot to say about that. There's more Democrats than you would think are making that argument, and it's driving me absolutely crazy. So we'll get into that. We'll get into Tim Dillon torches Chris Cuomo so hard that he changes his mind. Andy Beshear, the Kentucky governor, Democrat, destroys Republican cultural war slop and anti-trans hysteria. Love that clip. Then we'll get into the DNC chair crying in the corner like a bitch. We'll get to a Fox News host actually eviscerating a Trump regime official over the loss of jobs and factories shutting down all across this country. We have a MAGA pastor basically admitting that he's a scam artist and he's just trying to take money from the chuds. We have Dave Portnoy crashing out in legendary fashion. And we have a Doge whistleblower who spills the tea and tells all. You do not want to miss that segment. When you see the reality of what Doge is and what's going on behind the scenes, it is an absolute wake-up call. So we have all that and more. Everybody do me a big favor. Please subscribe to the channel. That link is below. That helps out massively and costs you nothing at all. And of course, thank you to everybody who supports the show on Patreon. Could not do that without you. That link is below as well. You could also support Crystal Kyle and Friends. That link's below. And go subscribe to the Corin's World YouTube channel where we're posting our Kyle and Corin episodes. You don't want to miss a single one of those. So go subscribe to Corin's World. Let's dive in here. So let's start with this. I mean, look, it's hard to get me to be surprised in today's day and age politically. But I have to say, this actually did surprise me. I thought it was ironclad. I thought it was set in stone. I thought everybody left of center agreed. It's fuck Elon Musk now and forever. That's what I thought. Now, unfortunately, I was wrong because you have a bunch of Democratic elites and elite Democratic media figures. They're all out there like, oh shit, it looks like we have an opportunity to try to get Elon back on our side. And I'm looking at this like, really? Really? That's what you want to do? So let's start with this here. This is Bill Maher. Bill Maher advises Democrats to win Elon Musk back. Comedian and media pundit Bill Maher is advising Democrats to win back tech billionaire Elon Musk after the world's richest man fell out publicly with President Trump. Maher slammed some Democratic strategists' proposal that the party needs to have its own version of Joe Rogan. Instead, Maher said Democrats should ask themselves why they lost the old one since he used to be on your side. He's expressed unease with some things Trump is doing, as has a certain disgruntled former employee named Elon Musk, who, like Joe, is another guy who 5 years ago was thought of as a liberal, but got driven into the other camp by bad attitudes and bad ideas. A reversal I completely understand, although I would never emulate, Maher said Friday night on HBO's Real Time. So let me just pause here to point out, you are taking agency away from both Elon Musk and Joe Rogan when you pretend like, oh, they're just precious little flowers who were shoved into the arms of the opposition. They didn't do anything wrong. This is total horseshit. The reason why Elon was a Democrat is because he went hat in hand on bended knee to beg Barack Obama for massive subsidies to help his companies. And Obama gave him those subsidies. So it was all about the money when it came to Elon. Well, now it's Donald Trump who was willing to say, hey, I'll give you all the tax cuts you want. That'll give you billions of dollars more. I'll give you all the subsidies you want. I'll let you illegally hack into the government and delete whatever government program you want. So it all came down to the same thing. Greed, selfishness. Joe Rogan, again, same thing. Why can't it be that he got radicalized? That COVID helped break his brain, the fact that he's surrounded by a bunch of right-wing assholes broke his brain, and he genuinely moved to the right. The idea that it's like, oh no, it's got to be the fault of somebody else. No, it's his fault. He radicalized himself. He ended up going further and further right. So this idea, you have to kowtow to these assholes who are going further right. Effectively, what you're saying is, Democrats, why don't you go further right? Fuck that. Hell no. If anything, it's the opposite. Democrats have to go further left. Okay, here's what he says. Quote, they tried real hard to cancel Rogan a few years ago. And when Elon hosted Saturday Night Live in 2021, well before he was a Trumper, some of the cast members gave him the cold shoulder for the sin of being rich. You think people don't remember when you do this shit to them? That it's not going to have blowback? Oh my God. You are literally arguing that when SNL hosts hurt Elon's feelings, well, of course he's going to change his entire ideological and political worldview based on that. Do you realize how childish this sounds? How stupid this sounds? Oh my God. Now me, again, you don't have to win me back because I never left. But all the guys in America like Joe and Elon, yeah, you do have to win them back. The good news is you can, he added on Friday night. So think about what he's asking Democrats to do. Go beg the billionaires to get back on your side. Go beg the multimillionaires to get back on your side. Go beg the celebrities to get back on your side. I'm sorry, any strategy that would make the Democrats win, it would have nothing to do with courting billionaires and multi-billionaires and celebrity assholes. The strategy Democrats actually need is to fight every single thing the MAGA fascists are doing and go after the robber barons and the billionaires, tax their ass, take that money and redistribute it to everybody else. So again, he gets it exactly backwards. This is exactly wrong. Maher then pointed to Musk's recent criticism of the administration, including his disappointment with Trump's big, beautiful bill. Trump said Thursday at the White House that he had a great relationship with Musk, but that might not be the case anymore. The tech billionaire and former Department of Government Efficiency advisor then fired back, signaling he is open to forming a third party, backing calls for Trump to be impeached and accusing the president of being listed in the Epstein files. Trump warned that he could opt to cut off Musk's company's contracts with the federal government. Quote, so I think we call that a gettable voter, someone who's mulling a change, Maher said of Musk. Maybe this will put quietus to the nonsense that Elon and Rogan went to the dark side. Oh my God. Is he seriously arguing that they didn't go to the dark side? Is he seriously arguing that? Let me explain to Bill Maher what it is that Elon Musk did in government. He slashed academic research funds. He helped make it so that foreign students can't come into this country anymore. He cut pediatric cancer research and Meals on Wheels and the CFPB, the anti-scam police, nuclear safety officials, including our top one who we had to beg to come back. He cut FEMA, the Department of Education. He fired 83,000 veterans. He cut 50% of the Social Security offices. He fired 250,000 public workers, fired food safety inspectors, air traffic controllers. This man was a one-person wrecking ball for our entire government and everything civilized and good that the government does. And you want us to go beg him to be back on our side? No, you know where I want him, Bill Maher? He belongs in prison. He belongs behind bars. Everything he did with Doge was wildly illegal. Hacked into the government illegally, stole everybody's data for his AI bullshit, cut whatever programs he wanted. In fact, he cut all of the regulatory bodies that check his power and check against his abuses. He cut all those programs. He belongs in prison, Bill Maher. Oh my God, I really can't with these elite, MAGA-curious liberals like Bill Maher. Let's be fair, they're more enlightened centrists. The enlightened centrists, they're just functionally right-wing. Like, you are just functionally right-wing if you're saying shit like this. There's nothing redeemable about Elon Musk. By the way, also, you're begging us to get in bed with a guy who's had, 13 kids with 4 different women and takes a 20-drug cocktail on a daily basis? The guy's a fucking degenerate and a mess. He's also, by the way, even if you do get back in bed with him, at some point he's going to stab you in the back too, because he's a psychopath. There's no morality there with this guy. So for you to beg to get back with that guy, it just shows your political instincts are fucking garbage. They're pure shit. Now, unfortunately, it's not just Bill Maher saying this. We also have Ro Khanna. So the Wall Street Journal says, Democratic Representative Ro Khanna says parties should court Musk. Ro Khanna made the case that Democrats should take the Trump-Musk rift as an opportunity to bring the Tesla CEO and his billions of dollars to their side. By the way, let's be serious. I really think that's what this is actually about. When a Democratic politician says, hey, maybe we should snuggle up to Musk again, what that Democratic politician is really saying is, wouldn't it be nice to have an unlimited war chest where he'll give us as much money as we need? One person will give us as much money as we need to win a race. That's what he's saying. Quote, if Biden had a big supporter criticize him, Trump would have hugged him the next day. Yeah, and that's because Trump is totally immoral, totally shameless, and believes in nothing, so he just does transactional politics day in and day out. I don't do transactional politics. I do morality politics. I do principled politics. When we refused to meet with Robert F. Kennedy Jr., Trump embraced him and won. Oh my God. So are you saying we should have snuggled up to RFK Jr. even though he's the most prominent anti-vax voice in the country and he believes in junk science and he's destroying health and human services? You know, there is such a thing as irreconcilable differences. Don't tell me to snuggle up to a guy who believes in the exact opposite of every fucking thing I believe in. They just don't belong in the tent. They just don't. Be honest about that. When we refused to meet with RFK Jr., Trump embraced him and won. We can be the party of sanctimonious lectures or the party of FDR that knows how to win and build a progressive majority. I am going to shove my dick in a waffle iron reading this. Ro Khanna, you are the party of sanctimonious lectures. If you're saying, idiots, why don't you get back in bed with Elon Musk? That is a sanctimonious lecture. When this guy's a fucking criminal and he cut pediatric cancer research, as a matter of principle, I'm never going to snuggle up with that guy ever. And the other thing is he has the nerve to bring up FDR. What did FDR say about the money changers, the economic royalists on Wall Street? He said, I welcome their hatred. They hate me and I welcome their hatred. That's what he said. In other words, he said, the mega wealthy interests are my enemy because they are destroying this country. Well, I say the exact same thing FDR said about the money changers and the economic royalists in his time, I say about Elon Musk. He is my enemy. He is my enemy. He's trying to destroy this country, and we're going to block that, and you want to get in bed with him. Jesus fucking Christ. Musk, though, might not be ready to hop on board the Democratic bandwagon. Good. He wrote in a post on X that it's time to create a new political party in America that actually represents the 80% in the middle. Oh, my God. If Elon were to do that, it would be like Andrew Yang's Forward Party, which barely exists anymore. It would be like any attempt that's ever been at a third party in this country where, like, have fun with your 3%, which then dwindles to 1% within one election cycle. I mean, this is a joke. This is a fucking joke. But at the same time, I support his idea of creating a third party, an Elon Musk third party, because that will help divide and conquer the left. That 3% that he steals would be stolen directly from the Republicans. So by all means, go right ahead. I love that. And then we also have this jackass. Matt Glaciius came out and said, I feel like Jeffries and Schumer should give Elon Musk a call and tell him about the Democratic Party's long-standing interest in electric cars, solar panels, space exploration, and balanced deficit reduction. Are you fucking kidding me? One feud between Elon and Trump, and you guys are more than welcome to fucking drop your panties and bend over for Elon. Do principles and policies and morality not matter to you at all? That this man belongs in prison? That this man cut pediatric cancer research? That this man stole all of our data? That this man blew off unanimous court rulings? Does none of that matter to you? Well, we have our answer. It doesn't matter. To them, it's all a game. Right? It's, oh, they got more moneyed interests on the Republican side. We want the moneyed interests here. It's like when Hakeem Jeffries went to Silicon Valley after the election, hat in hand, begging them to keep donating to Democrats because, oh, we'll represent you. Don't worry. We'll give you what you want. That's the core of the problem. The Democratic Party needs to be, and I can't say this clearly enough, an anti-billionaire party. Anti-billionaire. Anti-billionaire. In the same way that the right, they have their villains. Our villains are trans people and immigrants. Our villains on the left are the billionaires because you know what? We're actually correct that they're ruining the country. Immigrants and trans people are not ruining the country. They're our brothers and sisters. We welcome them. We do not welcome the billionaires who are using their immense wealth to rig the economy in their favor, screw over working people, bring about immense income and wealth inequality, and destroy everything about this country. So, for the love of God, Democrats, shut the fuck up about welcoming Elon Musk back into the party. It's not happening. It should never happen. And you should feel humiliated and apologize for floating such a dumbass idea. Hey, y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop. And watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.